continues as the teams are lined up and off we go here in Dallas. Dante Kent with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10. Straight to the air they go. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. One play in and they are already close to midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To the air now on first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
He's going to throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Cowboys getting back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, this defense makes it in the bottom half of the league, but hey, an early reminder there, you can't take them lightly.
That's right. Where they rank is only a number, right? And they'll keep outplaying it if they take the ball away like that. You're not playing this defense they've been all season. This is a reminder you play in the defense here today.
Rocco 80.
This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt, and it for the first time. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing him a loss. First play of the game. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Well, they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. He's going deep. Brought in inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On the jump.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. That's completed out to the right. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
And inches at the Eagles' 2-yard line.
Entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is 2nd and inches.
Cougar 19. Let's go now.
First carry of the game here for the rookie from Stanford. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st and goal. They're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
Come on, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's Krosky-Merritt on the carry. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. For the offense. You gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
He'll work against the blitz. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions. Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
It's fielded at the 14. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Go! 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready?
Play fake. It's Milton. Ooh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Balled in by Lane. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Dragon 60. Here we go. Here comes 19. Come Cougar 19. Ready?
Out of the gun. It's Milton. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. And he's down to almost... Nope. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. Give him 37 on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Get it. Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Now Milton to throw. They're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Shotgun snap here to Milton. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
That's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third down here, need 8 on the play.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
We're 1 quarter closer to some turkey as we reach the end of one on Thanksgiving. It's the Cowboys out in front. We're right back to Arlington after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got third down well inside field goal range.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Here he goes, third and long. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
First call here coming from the shotgun. And put a receiver in motion right. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Throwing from the gun here. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. That was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
He put everything he had into this one. So he knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up fourth down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get nowhere.
He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Prosky Merritt. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. You've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Let's go.
A run now with Prosky Merritt. A lot of space ahead. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pull out in front further. 13-zip. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. they'll give it to him inside. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Escapes the pocket. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and long. They'll punt it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of them. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for them from the 31.
Ready?
Run, it's Krosky Merritt. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Cougar 19. Ready?
They run, it's Krosky Merritt. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go, start. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. Space on the right. He's got room. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 20-zip lead.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage. Big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's White on the return. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So Brock, we're down to 1 minute and 59 seconds to play now in our opening half. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Chased out to his right. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Third down from the gun. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Blake Gillikin on to punt. return before he ends up out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. Ready?
Milton. That one's complete, right side. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at them. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Head. 18 Cardinal.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ready? Panther 11, Panther 18, Pioneer, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. That's caught at the 25. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys bump racing them to the halftime locker room. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead.
28, Eagles nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's White on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. How about 29 yards on 1st down? That'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Cut by the open man. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
Dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
From the red zone on 1st. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get their first points of this game just before halftime. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Bass now to kick this away. Moore with a return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Warriors 70. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
To throw, Milton. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ready up.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
2. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Lobs this deep down the middle. Near the goal line. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and it sets up first and goal. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Travel like a bond, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then ball in Japan.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Cowboys get more points to end a lopsided first half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again.
Eagles 7. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick. 5.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. He's going to waft this deep down the left sideline. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not that the standard they set for themselves.
One last play before the break.
Here we go.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Tyler Bass set the
Bass now to kick this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
at their own 28-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Tag! 70 Timberwolf. Bronco switch. Ready?
Thrown back, it's the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Get it.
Back-to-back carries here. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Andrew McCluba attacking to make that stop.
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions. Ready?
Back to the well again. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now throw to start the drive. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So what began at their own 20, Brock, all of a sudden is inside the other 20. It's 1st and 10. He brings it in. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles start the second half with some needed points. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Pass now to kick this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Jukes away from one. And his choice to leave that end zone going to cost him a chunk here. He's out shy of that 25-yard line.
Ready.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He cuts it to the right sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys piling onto the scoreboard yet again. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys continue adding on to that lead.
Eagles 14. Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Working now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Throwing on seconds. Taking a shot towards the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles shrinking the lead some in the third. Pass on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21.
Eagles 21. Tyler Bass.
Bass now to kick this away. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
On the set.
Offense to the line. Here we go.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Steady.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Another carry for it. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third down, and they need to get 10.
Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 19 Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Gets him on the in route. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
Deputy! Mustang 19! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! 79 Broncos! 19 tight! 19 tight! Ready!
And they're going for this. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Ready, ready! Ready, ready!
On first down, they'll run. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Smash. Cowboy 80. Shot alert. Shot alert.
They give it to him again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out.
7.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. They stop him after a gain of about 3. Leaves him looking at 4th down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 3.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And this one, touchdown inside the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Called in left side. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They're throwing it. They throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Throwing from the gun here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Savon Rebel with the pick.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Here we go. Shot. Go.
Here's Crosby Merritt on the carry. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. It really creates some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Play fake. It's Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion.
3rd and long for him here. Kuba makes the play. And the Eagles are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And this one does not go far.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, able to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive, for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Cowboys have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Snap should come quicker here. It is 2nd and 10 after the penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys getting closer to their 10th win of the season. Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down.
Craft 80.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You never ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Collects this at the 32. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Completed left side to Smith. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. They'll work against the blitz. It is caught left side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Eagles.
Throwing from the gun. It's up through the middle. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Pick up there of 39 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
A 39-yard gain on the play. First down is for Philadelphia.
Looking inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. 3 touchdown catches in 1 game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Oh, the Eagles are celebrating, and they did. They got that one back. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag.
18, Rattler.
So first down from the 41.
Let's go now.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Let's see what they went with. Third down.
Come on. Set. 19, Tiger. Panther 11. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60. Ready.
Here he goes. Third and long. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did. We got ourselves a 3-score game now after that make. It's got to feel like it's going to just about do it with any hopes of a comeback still smoldering. I think these kickers enjoy those opportunities, Kate, to be the one to kick this lead out of range.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Running back motions right. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw here. Trying to push deep downfield. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Cowboys take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And as the country celebrates what it is thankful for, Brock, these guys, well, they're thankful for leaving this one with a well-earned win.
Yeah, something is a little different on Thanksgiving. Something special for a lot of these guys. Playing their first Thanksgiving game, even their first holiday game. Something special about being tapped to play on this holiday. And it produced a heck of a win for them. They'll definitely remember.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.